What is happening with Michael Moore? Why is everyone pissed off with that guy?
Oh, well, we should
Allow me to do that classic Joe Rogan swing of, you see, the thing about that is, but I have just done a video on it, and I would say that the reason that they're upset with him is because he's a stupid motherfucker. That was why did he release that?
Well, I don't know what
He was just
happened. I am
talking-
clueless.
You're gonna have to explain it. I read one headline. I read
literally a few weeks, like 2 weeks ago, everyone loved him, and all of a sudden everyone hates him. So I don't know what the hell happened.
That video, that documentary happened.
But
What is
what's the
it?
documentary
I don't know
about?
either. I don't know.
Sorry, I haven't seen the documentary. That's what I'm saying.
You know what the documentary would have been? It would have been fine if Werner Herzog was saying it and just going like, the wind turbines in vain try to go across for a future that is brighter. Unfortunately, they don't blow all the time.
Is that
should have
the
been-
person that does Tony Robbins' intro movies? Intro videos?
I think that's his wife.
Right, okay.
It's pretty much the same, just a very scary, weird German accent that, you just like from. How deep in the Soviet Union did you come from? Why do you sound so horrified?
You're not from Moscow. You're from Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. So wait. So he's shitting on wind turbines. That's what's happening.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just saying that wind turbines
Kill
you know,
birds.
as
birds?
noble as they are. No, he's not that stupid. But he does say those stupid talking points of like, wind doesn't blow all the time, neither does the sun shine. He says that numerous times in the video. But basically, that movie is like releasing the like CNET writing a review for the iPhone 1 and releasing it today and being like, here's why you shouldn't get an iPhone. Here's the bugs in it. It's from 10 years ago. Obviously, the technology is improved.
Wait, so now you've got like shields that protect birds from like going in. Is that what's happening?
I don't know why you're so obsessed with this birds point. You have been watching way too much Sky News.
I do, and it is amazing.
You are really into
It's
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know this whole world existed. Sky News
Yeah.
is batshit crazy, and it is freaking funny.
Not all the time.
No,
Yes.
all the time. Because some
But it
of
should
the
just be
points he
renamed, just
agrees
real second, it
with.
should be just renamed Content Cop for China.
Content Cop.
It's just basically an old boomer version of iDub sitting there just being like, why are they bowing like that? That should really cringe.
Yeah, because it started off with like me. Dude, they constantly shit on China. I've been watching it for like almost 3 months now, and for the last 2.5 months, they've been shitting on China until
That is
the
a big part of
ambassador
it.
was like, "This is too much. We're not going to tolerate this, and we're going to stop trade." And then they were like, "Oh my God, China's being a bully now."
To Sky News?
No, not
just
just Sky
Australia
News
in
in
general?
particular, just Australia in general.
Good. Why is it always that when Trump does that, it's a bold move, but when Xi Jinping says we're going to just trade sanction you because you're pissing us off, everyone's just like, this is tyranny.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's narratives and
Yeah, the thing that we talk
You
about
see,
on this
that's why it's
podcast
not
every
all funny.
episode.
Yeah, we talk about this Okay, we're not going to get into this again.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so basically, you're saying that Michael Moore made a point that he doesn't like wind turbines and alternative energy. Is that what's happening here?
He was saying
What are his arguments? Let's give him his due credit.
his arguments are that the sun doesn't shine and the wind doesn't blow all
That's
the time.
bullshit. That can't be his argument.
Yeah, which is also not true. It fucking does.
Yes.
That's just a weather fact. It does. Like, if you are not collecting sun from Queensland and there's like overcast there, it's not in Tasmania. And you know what else about our renewable resources that we have potentially? First of all, we have 500 times the amount of renewable energy that Australia needs for its own domestic needs. So you can start exporting it.
Yeah.
But the other thing is,
Wait, what?
what do you mean?
500 times the need of Australia?
Yeah, we are sitting on a treasure trove.
I
Oh,
assume,
potential. Yeah, potential. I thought you were saying we.
No, but
I
like
got this wrong.
we would have
Carry on.
easily have had that.
I assume
Yeah,
it's,
dude, we have a huge
one more
country
term
that's
of Kevin
basically-
Rudd, we'd all be running on wind turbines.
Yeah, like our
at the
entire
moment.
country's a
Mislav would have just like this one little those fans that like Chinese sports fans have on their head, and that'd be producing power. Enough to power this roof. But they
we can all dream.
But they were saying, but the other thing is, Ross Garneau, who prepared the report for Kevin Rudd, he's a genius economist. You look at him once and you're like, wow, you're the most boring human being I've ever seen in my life. You are a genius. He's one of those guys, right? But he was saying that he was talking to Germany, who has moved very far ahead in the process, right? Every other one of their other nuclear, coal, it's all going down the gurgler year by year, faster and faster because they've hit that critical mass point. He was talking to the guy that made their policy, and he was sitting there being like, I just don't understand it. And he was like, all right, what don't you understand there, helmet? And then he was just saying, it's just insane that, look, you're the worst place in Australia to produce renewable energy is Southeast Tasmania. That is better than the best place to produce renewable energy in Germany, and we're doing it. That's the worst place.
He does have an annoying accent, though. It's all about.
Well, you got to do pros and cons.
Yeah, pros and cons, exactly.
You don't know how much I agree with you.
So what's his like? What's Michael Moore's solution at the end of it? So he's saying
I couldn't watch it. I was triggered. I couldn't.
Can I ask also? Is it like is another one of like? Is it a like? Is I don't mind Michael Moore, but it's like, is the title of the documentary just like another sort of snooty sort of just like like blowing like I don't know like Fahrenheit blowing wind? Like, is that what it's called? Or is it called like a lot of hot air? I'm from that. Is that what it's called? A lot of
I can't
hot
remember, but
air.
it was something along the lines of that.
Okay.
So it was just
is
one of those
out?
like, oh, I'm right for the Sydney Morning Herald, and I thought of something very clever after 3 days.
But is it out? Is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you,
Once
It's for free, and Sky
once again,
News
I'm
is just
behind the-
playing it. They're just playing the documentary, basically in full.
Right, yeah.
Andrew Bolt actually said
Too
this. He
easy.
just goes, I'm just going to just play this for as long as I legally can. Go.
Yeah, it's too easy. but it's too easy for them because it's just like, look, one of your own kind's turning against you. It's like perfect.
that was literally the title that I clicked on.
Yeah.
The loony left turns on itself and attacks a reputable documentary filmmaker.
The points are, because it was made in 2010, he's just such a lazy filmmaker, the guy that created this, that he's done nothing in that 10 years.
Wait a second,
So, and this is the other thing. The
10
whole time
years
I was sitting
later?
there and I was like, you don't read, do you?
Wait, when was it released? 2010.
Yeah, no, it started in 2010 and it took him 10 years to make the
But
documentary.
surely the technology's changed a million times since 2010.
Solar down by 60% in price globally. Wind down by 80% in price. The amount of efficiency that you've gone has gone from, I don't know, something like 15% retention to well over 30% retention. We're getting close to 40%. So it's like it's going to become one of the most efficient captures of energy out of all of them.
You wouldn't know it if you watched Channel 10 or Channel 9 or Channel 7 or any fucking free to air. You wouldn't know this.